Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shilpa Data Insights. In this video, we are going to discuss how to flatten a JSON file. Let's say you have a complicated nested JSON file, how you can go ahead and flatten that particular JSON file and read it and get the elements out of it. So let's see with the help of an example how to do that. So first of all, I have my Databricks notebook attached with my cluster and I'm importing some functions and the SQL. Okay. Now I will go ahead and have this particular JSON file called orders.ult.json into my path of DBFS location. And I will be reading this particular JSON file. So to read this JSON file, I will use the spark.read.json. If you don't know how exactly to read the JSON file, you can watch my previous video in which I have explained you each and every way how you can read the JSON, what are the options that you need to use. So I will pin that in the I button and in the description window. So just go ahead and watch it. You will be able to understand it. Now, using the spark.read.json, I'm mentioning the path and the multi-line is false because in my JSON file, there was no multi-line data. So I made that false. By default, it's false. So if you want to make it true, you can make that true also. Now let me go ahead and read that JSON file and display it. So I have not executed this. So let me execute this first and read my JSON file. So once it completes, then we will see how the data looks like and what is the schema it is so that we can actually flatten the JSON file and we can get the elements out of it. So in this JSON file, if you will see, we have a date ordered, we have the discount, we have the fee value, fee subtotal, ID and items and payment status in store. So in this store, if you will see, there are two elements in it. One is ID, one is name. And both of them are inside a dictionary, or you can say it is a struct data type, right? So in case we need to get the ID, how we can get it, we will see that. And in this items, we have this ID, we have the product version, we have groups. Inside groups, again, there is a nested sublist, which is like addition, and inside that we have ID, inside that we have name. So we will see how exactly we can get it. So let me go ahead and do a print schema. You will be able to understand how exactly it is going and displaying the data type. So now if you will see, this is my root. Okay. Inside the root, we directly have the date order, discount, fees, fee subtotal, ID. So in this, if you will see, we have them as it is. So there's no problem. You can just use the json.df and you can select these. But now if you will see inside this items, you have a lot of elements inside it. This is one element, then we have this element, then we have this element, right? And then we have inside this element, we have ID and name as well. So we will see how exactly to get this particular items and explode it and get the flattened result. Similarly, we have the payments, we have card brand, card holder name, status, and status is also there, and store. So we will go ahead and look into it, how we can do it. So first of all, I will go ahead and check how to go ahead and get my ID and name from my store. Okay. So let's see how we can get that. I want to select my ID from the store. So I will be using the column method and I'm passing the store inside the store. Store is what? It is a struct type, if you will see. So if I want to get some element from the struct type, I have to mention that root element, that is my store. And inside that, what element I want to fetch? I want to fetch the ID. So I will do store.id and let me make this an alias as store ID. You know how to do an alias, okay? So this is how you do it. Now, let's say I want to go ahead and get the other column, right? So the other column is my name. We can get that name using store.name. Okay. And then we will do an alias store name. Let me go ahead and do a print schema for this so that I can show you how exactly the schema looks like. Okay, there was an error because I forgot a comma and I used a dot. This was a typo mistake. So let me rerun this now. So now in this root, I have my store ID, I have my store name. Okay, so I'm selecting it like this. So let me go ahead and show this to you and see the result. Data set if it's coming. Yes, store ID and my store name is coming properly. Okay, so now we will go ahead and extract the payment, and I will go ahead and get my card brand, card holder name and status. So let's go ahead and do that also. So in this, we have my payment. From the payment, I want my card brand. That is this one, and my card holder name as well. So my card holder name is this. Okay. I'll just get these two. I'll mention the alias as card brand and the card holder name as this. So let me execute this now. See, now my card brand is Visa and card holder name is Shilpa, right? So it's fetching this particular data without any problem. Now let's begin with this particular schema that we have. That is our items. This is a very, you can say, a nested JSON file. So let's go ahead and explode this particular schema. Okay. So I will use the same method. Basically, when you have an array, then you have to use the method called explode. Okay. So I will explode this particular column. I'll explode the column called items, and I will rename this and give it an alias called items. Let's see how my data will look like. Okay, now it is executed. So if you will see earlier this items, if I will show you the items, what was an array type. Inside that we have this element as the struct type. So now I want to explode that. So now my items is my struct type. Why we are doing this? We are exploding it. It is because we can get the elements from the struct type directly. So therefore we are exploding the items, and then we are just aliasing it as items. From now, from here, you can go ahead and get any element that you wish, right? So let's go ahead and get my element called product version from my items. Okay, so let's go ahead and first select few columns and select my items. From the items, I will select my ID, and let me alias this as ID. Now I will go ahead and select my product version. Okay, so the product version is inside my items. So this is my items. Okay, this inside this I will be selecting this product version. So let me select that first. So from the items, I have got my ID, and the product version that we have, I have aliased this as product version. So if you will see, this product is there. So now this product version is being converted to struct type. Inside that we have groups. Okay, so we have the groups. Inside that groups, I just mentioned it as an array. So next step will be to explode this groups so that we can go ahead and get the element inside it. That is, let's say we want to get the ID and name. So we will go ahead and explode the groups. If you want to get the ID here, which is inside this product, right? You can get that. But I want the ID and name. So for that, I will be exploding the groups. So how will I do that? Simple as that. You just need to go ahead and explode this particular thing by f.column.explode. So here, if you will see, we have f.explode, and inside that we have the groups. So I will be exploding this now. Now I will check what is the schema. I have my product ID because I've just got my ID column out of it, and I have renamed it as product ID. And this groups, which was an array type before, now is converted to struct type. Now, if in case you want to get the ID here and the name, you can get that as well. To get it, I have used the ID as .id, and I have given it as the alias as .id, and I've executed it. So if you will see, I will go ahead and get my ID column here, and the element is long. If you want to do a show, you can also show this up and get your result output. So I have my ID column, I have my product ID, the groups is in an array format, right? And we have the ID here. So this is how basically you can get your JSON in a flattened format, right? So I hope you have understood how to flatten the JSON and you have learned something new in this session. I will come up with the next video, so stay tuned and subscribe to my channel and like as well. Thank you so much for watching and I wish you have a good day.